It's me, the man from Oz. Today, Thursday, May 21. Well, you couldn't get that 2 days totally different. Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day, nice and warm and what have you. Now it's overcast and it's wet. Yeah, it started raining early this morning, according to my wife, and but not heavy rain. There was about 5 mil in the gauge 9 o'clock this morning, but there's about 7 in the gauge now, and that's at here just 2 minutes past 1. The temperature's 18 degrees, and in my shed it's the same. It's coolish. I don't mind that at all. And I love the sound of the rain on the iron roof of the shed. Actually, I woke up early this morning and I could hear the rain. I just lie in bed for a little while listening to the sound of the rain. I dozed a couple of times. The privilege of being retired. You don't have a schedule. And as I've said before, that you don't feel like you have to be doing anything in particular when it's raining. It's just pure psychological thing. But yes, I don't feel guilty of doing something. Although I was outdoors, I doing a little job here. I've got an awning out the side of the shed here. But anyhow, it got around the time of doing the lights. Whether I go back to it this afternoon, I don't know. Now I did look up all about humidity on the internet, and yes, you can humidity 100%, but only above 25,000 feet, evidently. It is something to do with the cleaner air, pure air, no impurities, and yeah, that is correct. But not here at not below 25,000 feet, and certainly not here on the ground. But the humidity is way off the dial again. But yes, it's 100%. Relative humidity is 100%. I had a major milestone happen to me yesterday. I've got a Google Plus profile page, and I have exceeded 100,000 views as of yesterday afternoon. 100,032 views from 133 followers. I wish I just had that with my YouTube channel. I had 42 subscribers yesterday, and today I got 41. But they make mistakes, don't they? It's the same on Google Plus on your profile page. They might say you got 133 followers, and the next day you might have 132 or 131. It was the same on Facebook. You might have 50 likes one day, and the next day you'll have 48. And they just keep making mistakes. But anyhow, 41 subscribers. That's okay. That's a lot better than I had 12 months ago. I think I had 12 months ago. So I've almost tripled my my number of subscribers. Can you hear the hearing aids? It's louder than what it is, what it actually is. But like I said, these hearing aids have both given me some super hearing. I'm going to have a sip of tea. Actually, I was feeling a little bit cool here about an hour ago, so I put on a little. I got a little butane heater here on the bench because, as I said yesterday, or no, the day before, and I was putting my socks on, and I suffer from cold hands. I've got my socks on today. I usually put my socks on when I get up in the morning. And but anyhow, so I put the little heater on, and just so I can warm my hands. A handy little thing it is. Yeah, very handy little thing. I find it's easier to get warm than it is to get cool. Certainly, you can if you've got air conditioning, you can bung an air conditioner on in your house. Yes, but off the cuff way to get. It's easier to get warm than it is to get cool, I find. Oh, that's nice. That tea is really good. And had a comment from my Facebook friend Alan Langford. How are you, Alan? And he likes the idea of me putting the camera on the dashboard and driving around, showing a bit more of my hometown coffees. And my friend George, I know you're watching, George. I gave you a buzz at midday today, but that would make it around about 9 o'clock at night. So I'll give you another call later on. I'm not having much luck with these calls. I noticed my younger boy Darren. He lives down at Port Crofts. Oh, pardon me. Green dot there, and I gave him a buzz, but he wasn't there either. I don't know. I have to give him a try later on too. Now, I have got some notes here. Yes, talking about subscribers as I was before, I'm disappointed that I had no new subscribers today. I was disappointed that it's gone from 42 to 41, but no new subscribers. That's life anyhow. And I've got a young friend over in India, Vani Devraj, some of these live streams, yeah. And she said to me, I was talking to her yesterday on Google Plus, you know, not on the Hangout. She said that she finds it hard to understand my accent. Well, I find it hard at times to understand Indian accents and a lot of other ethnic accents too. But she said, "Is there anything I can do about it?" Now I know on YouTube that you can put in what's it called? You know, when you read a movie, subtitles. You can put in subtitles, but I don't know if you can do it on this. You can. Not to my knowledge. Look, I don't even know how to operate these. Now what these? Here it is up here. What is it? No, it's not chat. Yeah, it's these screen shares. See, I don't even know. Yeah. Hang on. I don't even know how to use them. I would like to know how to use them. I really would, but I don't know how to use them. So I don't know whether you can actually put subtitles on these. I'll have to do a little research, but I'd say the chances are that you cannot, which is a shame. So perhaps I would have to talk slow, Barney, and maybe you could do some lessons in lip reading. Oh, I know, I'm being a silly bugger, aren't I? Yeah, I know. I'm being a silly bugger. Oh dear. Now, I'm just checking my notes here. There's been a lot, the last couple of days here in Australia on the news, there's been a lot said about these young teenagers, boys. They're in their mid to late teens who have been leaving Australia to go overseas to join ISIL and ISIS and all these other terrorist groups. And it's an adventure and so on and so forth. Well, they're idiots, aren't they? Because it's not like that at all. They just don't know what they're getting themselves into, which is patently obvious because now some of them want to come back to Australia. Well, the Australian government, the federal government is saying that on one hand, no, and I agree. If these people, I just saw my pop up an umbrella, and I think she was coming down to the shed, but then she realised that I'm doing a live stream. But yeah, now anyhow, these young people wanted to go over and fight with these terrorist groups, and then suddenly realised that it's not what it's, and they want to come back home. No, don't let them back in the country. As far as I'm concerned, it's bordering on treason. Here they are. They want to leave Australia, a democratic free society, and they want to go over there and groups to kill people. Yeah. The infidels, all us infidels. Then they realise it isn't what they thought it was, and they want to come back home because they're homesick. No. So the government has confiscated their visas, and I think what these young people are doing is criminal. As far as I'm concerned, it is treason, and they should stand up against the wall and shoot them. Okay, maybe that's a bit archaic, but no, I've got no sympathy for these people at all. They're not just young people too. There's older people going over there to join these terrorist groups. And if they want to leave this beautiful country of Australia, or other countries as well, and go and fight with these terrorists, well, they've got to face up to the facts that they're turning their back on their home countries, and you can't expect to come back and expect all to be forgiven. You can't. No, to hell with that. No, not at all. So the government, is in two minds at the moment. They're saying no. On one hand, we won't let them back in the country, and on the other hand, if we decide to let them back, then they will have to face a jail term. And it looks like there's going to have to be some new laws written to cater for this sort of thing. I don't know. But anyhow, as far as I'm concerned, they can rot in hell. They turn their back on the home country and they virtually want to kill us, then they can rot in hell. I'm going to say about that. Oh, well, that's about it. It's got me a little bit worried what my wife was going to come down here for. She's probably, being this time, she's probably having some lunch. And she was probably going to ask me, did I want some? She makes these soups, beautiful soup. She's got one of these, it's a soup maker. And God, it makes fantastic soup. It really does. Yeah, you just put in the raw ingredients, your vegetables, and maybe meat offcuts and all this sort of stuff. And it takes about 20 minutes, and it makes these beautiful soups, absolutely beautiful soups. So this was probably what she was going to tell me. But you don't want to know about that, do you? Or do you? I don't know. Maybe you do. And you know that this is my 44th live stream. Yes. Yes, I counted up all the live streams I'd done on yesterday, and yesterday was my 43rd, so today's my 44th. So the following Friday will be my 50th. Unless I decide to do one ad hoc, spur of the moment, impromptu, which could happen. Now, there was one thing I was going to talk about, and I've forgotten something too. I've been giving some shout outs to some YouTube channels I subscribe to, and I haven't been doing that the last week or so. So just forgot. I don't know. It's the mind north of normal thing. Oh. Nice and quiet, except for the rain. Beautiful. I could just luxuriate that and listen to the rain on the roof. Yeah, I'm still racking my brain to come up with a format, for these live streams. I really would like to. I'd like it to be like some sort of show, like a David Letterman type show, Johnny Carson. I never, you know what I mean? Just a sort of a, I don't know. His is a talk show, David Letterman. And, I used to watch David Letterman. I haven't watched it for a long time, and now he's gone to quits. But yeah, I used to like to watch him. And but yeah, I could never be in his class, of course, not hearing this shit I've been thinking of doing. But yeah, do you understand what I mean? To make it sort of an entertaining sort of live stream, maybe something that could an hour or an hour and a half to fill up that time. I know I'm a bit silly, talking along the lines of David Letterman and Johnny Carson, and I'd never be in their league. And I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and that's the thing about YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong, because I love YouTube. I really do love YouTube. I think YouTube's fantastic, but some of the channel owners, they resurrect a lot of these documentaries, and they just put a different thumbnail on it. False. They're misleading, and you think that and they put this year on it, say 2015, when actually it's probably from 2000 or from 1995 or from 1990 or something. I don't like that sort of thing. YouTube is very strict about that, and you would think they would plug on these channels that do this. But you know, with millions and millions of channels, I suppose it's pretty hard for YouTube to keep track of what's going on, and it's up to people to red flag them and to report them. Yeah, it's a mere bag of tail, really. I mean, if you come across something, you say, "Ah, yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah, yeah, I saw it years ago." You just leave it, get on something else. But but yes, I'm very much interested in the UFO phenomenon, and I today, but I won't. I will talk about it another day because I think I better go up and see what my dearly beloved was popping the umbrella ready to come down here for. So I'm going to call it quits, and I'm just going to sit back when I finish, and I'm just going to enjoy the sound of the rain on the roof and finish my tea. And then I will go up and see my lovely wife. What's this? 41 years. Geez, the time's gone quick. Anyhow, look, thank you for watching, my friends. I will say bye for now and see you tomorrow. Adios, muchachos. Ha ha, see you soon.